What's going on, guys? It is your boy Norman Chat or FaZe Ring coming at you guys with a brand new video here today. So I want to talk about something that I've only ever talked about twice ever, and I haven't really fully got into it and told you guys like the full detailed story. So I decided I'll do that today. 2 years ago, it actually happened, but 2 years ago, I dropped out of high school. I've only ever talked about it when it happened on my vlog channel because that used to be my gaming channel. So I talked about it on that channel, and I talked about it on my R8 video. At the end, I talked about it a little bit because I wanted people to look at the video in like a more inspiring and motivational way than just like, oh, he bought a new car and he's trying to show it off. Because that's not what I wanted. I just wanted people to know that even a fucking dropout can do well. This is literally all I wanted people to know. And I want to, elaborate on that phrase and talk about it. So let's go back to the beginning. 2014, 600k subs, May, 1.5 months left of school. My courses at the time were a cooking class and a media arts online class. So I was passing my cooking class like a 70 or 80%, and I was failing my media arts class with a 5%. That's the only class I've ever failed in my life. I've never failed any class ever except for that. I didn't technically fail because I dropped out of school, but so I was failing the class, and my principal called me into his office. This was like a month before graduation, and he said, "Hey man, you're gonna fail." And I said, "Yeah, I know I'm failing that class, and I also recommend I would not do online classes if you have like I have terrible ADHD, so like I cannot use it's not just ADHD. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm saying like for me, the internet's like the most distracting place in the world. There's no way I can just do like school." Not me, no. I'm gonna play video games or be on Twitter or do something. I just personally can't. So if you're kind of like me, I don't recommend doing an online class. Separate it, definitely. So I told him, like, he knew about my YouTube stuff, and he's like, okay, let's have an honest conversation. Tell me how much you make, tell me everything, tell me what your goals are, tell me what you want in life, and I'm gonna give you like my insight. And I said, okay. And I felt like I could trust him. He was a really cool principal. He was like the principal that always like looked after me. Like he was my principal because like our school was so big that they divided like by your names, like which principal. There's 3, and they would divide them because the school was so big. And I had that principal, and I'm happy I had him because he's the best principal in my opinion. He was better than the other 2. He was cool as fuck. He was just really, really cool. Whenever I used to get in trouble and do dumb shit, he'd always just be the cool guy. And so I was talking to him, and I told him everything, and he said, okay, I think you should take time away from school and just do your thing. And his reason for that was, he said, listen, you're not going to get a fucking call in 5 years and be like, hey, what's up, Norden? It's YouTube. We know you're busy with school and everything, but we just wanted to know if you wanted to come back and maybe try out having a big YouTube channel again. Like, he said, they're not going to do that. Like, if you give this up and focus on school, you're like, you could lose this opportunity. And I said, yeah. And he's like, you know what? Because he had a similar experience when he was younger. He had a really good job, but his parents made him like quit it so he could go to school. So he didn't want me to go through the same thing again. But he obviously said, like, make sure it's cool with your parents first. And I was 17 years old at the time. And I said, okay. And I was down, and it makes sense. Like, school's always going to be there. YouTube isn't. And YouTube was my passion. I've been making YouTube videos since 2006. It's been 2006, 2007. One or the other. I'm not sure. But it's been a fucking long time. The first ever videos I used to make were skits, actually. I completely forgot about that. But then I just remembered. I was like, oh, my God. Because I actually don't remember, like, it's hard for me to, like, actually think about how long I've been doing this. Because this is, like, when I think of my life, I think of YouTube. As weird as that sounds. Because I've been doing it since I was fucking, like, 9 years old, 10 years old. I was still, like, even when I first found out about what YouTube was, me and one of my friends, we used to use this shitty webcam. We used to make, like, dumb skits. Like, literally, like, we would just copy other people's, like, it was so gay, dude. It was so bad. Those videos, like, I even knew how bad they were when I made them, so I took them down, like, a year later. So when I was, like, 10. Or 11, I took them down. I knew they were that bad. And then I used to make anime music videos, and then I used to make Dragon Ball Z Wii videos, and I used to make, I made a lot of videos. I used to make top 10 WWE intros. I used to make Chipmunk music. Fuck, I used to make Chipmunk music, man. I used to make just random compilations of Jeff Hardy from WWE, and then I got into Halo, and then I got into Call of Duty, and then from there, that's who I am today. So, I went to my mom, and I said, Mom, I think I want to drop out of school. And I talked to her a little bit before, like, she knew that might be an option. And because I told her, like, I don't know, like, I said, I think I'm failing, because she knew I was failing that class. So she kind of figured, like, I was either going to go to summer school or drop out. Like, that was just kind of what she thought. And I told her, like, Mom, like, I was talking to the principal. I'm like, can you please let me speak? I'm like, because I didn't want her to freak out. My mom's like the type of lady back then. You don't go to school, bucket of water on the head. Go to fucking school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was that serious whenever the school would call her. Because my high school, annoying, they would call if you missed school. So she was really serious about stuff like that. Like, she was a big person, like, that's in the school. Like, that was, like, her shit. Like, I already had, like, a full paid college fund in high school. Like, I had, like, you know what I mean? Like my mom, like, for me and my sister, like, she cared a lot about school and stuff. So it was a big deal to her. And I went to her and I said, like, Mom, I spoke to the principal and this is what I want to do. And she literally said, okay, like, where do I sign? That's it. That was her response. I literally expected her to take off my belt and beat my ass with it. Literally, like, I was like, I'm fucked. I'm like, my mom's gonna beat the living shit out of me. But she didn't. And she was so fucking cool about it. And, like, it was a crazy, it was like one of the most powerful moments of my life, to be honest. Like, most, like, because I knew that she said, okay, where do I sign? Because she believed in me. You know what I mean? Like, that's why she was cool with it, is because she believed in me. And that was, like, the biggest thing for me at the time. And I was so happy that she believed in me. And 4 months later after that, we actually retired her with the money that we started making off YouTube and stuff. I mean, I was already doing okay, but I'm saying, like, I was able to, like, make sure that she didn't have to go back to work in 3 months. I actually, like, that's what I did. Like, obviously I could have done it back then, but I wanted to make sure I saved enough that she could quit work for good. Because I didn't, you know, I would never want to be like, okay, Mom, I'm making a lot of money right now, quickly retire and then go back to work in a year. Like, I wanted to make sure I could afford for her to be out of work for as long as, you know, she needs to. And everything is good with that. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for that. So yeah, so I dropped out of school. And I just wasn't worried because, again, I thought, you know, you could always go back. But people used to be really mean online and be like, you know, I can't wait till YouTube fails and your mom has to go back to work. And I'm like, fuck. So it was a little bit nervous for me back then. But then, you know, 2 years have gone by. I'm doing fine. And things are way better than, you know, I'm doing a lot better for myself than I was back then. So I'm saying, like, I'm fine on that. I'm not, like, worried about those comments or anything anymore. And this video isn't to advise people to drop out of school, guys. I would never tell you guys to drop out of school, but I just really want people to get out of the mindset that you need school for everything. And I know that's kind of a touchy thing to say, but I just want people to stop thinking that if you don't go to school, you're dumb. You know what I mean? Like, cool, I failed a media arts class. Glad that makes me fucking dumb. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what I've really just always wanted to say, because people are discouraged because of other people. Like, yeah, people, my sister, my mom at first used to, like, discourage me. Like, my whole family did, you know what I mean? They're like, well, what do you waste your time playing video games for? It's never going to be a job, whatever. And they were never rude about it, though, by the way. My parents, like, were always, like, you know, we want you to be in school. They were never, like, dumbass. Like, actually, my sister a little bit at one point. She was like, you're such an idiot. But, you know what I mean? Like, people are going to doubt you, and I'm not the type of person, I don't hold grudges, so grudges, get rid of all that negative emotion. Get it out of you. Just get it out. Grudges suck. So get that out of you. You know, sometimes you might hold grudges, and that's okay, because we're humans and we do dumb things sometimes, but it's okay. It's all good. But what was I going to say? So, yeah, so a lot of people didn't believe me. I'm saying, like, people aren't going to believe in you. You know what? No matter how big you are, no matter how perfect you are, people are going to hate on you, judge you, try to bring you down. And all I'm saying is, please don't let it bring you down. Please don't let it affect, like, your goal in life, because you fucking get one of these bitches. You get one of them. Like, what the fuck am I gonna play it safe for? I have one fucking life, and you want me to, you know, play it this? No, dude, I'm gonna go balls deep and fucking. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm saying, like, I just want to have fun. You know, live my life my way. I get one of these. Like, can I not choose how I want to live it? Like, you know what I mean? Like. And people, I think, just play it way too safe, and they just do everything because, yeah, this is what they want me to do. This is what, I don't really want to do this. And they live their whole life with regrets. And that's why I've never wanted to make this. Like, as fucked up as it sounds, like, my mom wanted me to go to school, but I didn't want to go to school, even if she wanted me to. Because I love you, Mom, with all my heart. You're the best lady I know. But it's my life. You know what I mean? I would never want you to not truly do something you want to do because of me. You know what I mean? I mean, even though you may have done something like that, I don't know. But I'm saying, it's just, you got to do what's good for you. You got to do what you want in your life. Whether people will call you stupid, whether people call you crazy, but try to have some insight, though. Try not to just do something, like, blindly or anything. That's why I don't want people to start making bad decisions because of this video. That would piss me off and I'd be annoyed at myself. So that is not what I'm saying. I am not smarter than you. I don't hold the key. I don't know what's right. I'm not saying that at all. I just want to talk about my high school experience and the way I think. This is just my thought process. I'm just speaking it out loud. I'm not saying this for you guys to do what I did, okay? I just wanted to get that out of the way just so people don't do that, because that's very scary. But yeah, so that's why I dropped out of high school, and that's why I was confident with it. It's just because I knew school was always going to be there. My mom supported me at that point. I was a lot happier. Obviously, Twitter trolls and shit weren't supportive, and that's okay. Proving them wrong is fun enough. I love it. That's always love that shit. But anyways, that's what I really want to talk about. I want to talk about my high school experience, and I hope you guys all truly get what you want in life, because life's too short to not do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Just fuck around, have fun, and no negative vibes, guys. Positive vibes all around. You know what I mean? Just be happy. Fuck it. Don't waste your time being sad. Like, literally when I'm sad, this is turning into a whole different video. So I'm gonna finish this thought and end off the video. But whenever I get sad, I think about it like, I am literally wasting seconds of a life I'm never gonna get back being sad. What the fuck is up on it? So let's all just work on being happier together. Let's all work on achieving our goals in life together, and let's all have a great fucking life, because we get one of these bitches. But we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. I just really wanted to talk about it and just really let you guys know the full story. And for all the guys that support me in my decision and support me for everything I've ever done, and, you know, help me prove all those people wrong, I love you guys. Seriously, that's like the most sincere I love you I could ever give you. So thank you guys for everything. I mean that. Keep it real. FaZe up. Follow your dreams. Peace out, everybody. Leave a like too, you know, or else I'll drop out of high school.